drunk playing a game of Zelda when he whipped out his member and he masturbated to the fairy in the game because she was kind of hot, and then he asphyxiated himself with a Nintendo game controller, and that somehow transported him into the game. Oh, in the last episode we saw the main bad guys for the first time, and then Neil had to fight bats and these German skeleton guys, and he's still in level 1.
Blast! Are you telling me that Link is still alive?
Yeah, what can I say?
He defeated the bloodthirsty bats of Eldorov?
Yeah, real fast, too.
And our fully nude skeletons?
To be fair, Lord Cannon, those guys aren't exactly tough.
This robot beginning to sense some insolence.
No, not at all, not at all. I've had a very...
Don't make me turn the fog machines back on.
Please, I can't find anything when the fog machines are. Please don't...
Fog machine!
Yes, fog equals power.
This map shows me where I've been. That could be useful.
You'll never beat us. We've got boomerangs! The thing about a boomerang is, you throw it and it comes back. It's true! Boomerangs! Boomerangs!
I don't have any fucking arrows.
So he has the boomerang and the bow. Very impressive.
I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt. I know that's a rule. But did you leave a map of the level on the level somewhere? You wouldn't.
Well, yeah, I mean, what if you guys got lost down there? I mean...
Oh, right, the people who built the world.
Right, I left one on every level.
You know what that is? That is smart. That's what that is.
Thank you, Wizrobe. I am full of ideas.
So you've been doing these, how long? You've been doing these live TV games?
Oh man, no, I am not he.
You're about
I
to
am
get
his brother, old man.
Brother, how am I supposed to tell you guys apart?
Easy, I'm a lefty. And fart, pussy. I am the better potion maker. Gargoyles, vagina.
I think I can see the difference.
I have Tourette's.
I got it.
You are lost. I can help. The easternmost peninsula is the secret.
Was that your Tourette?
With that Tourette's, no. I'm telling you, you should go to the easternmost peninsula. Pussy, cherries, candy.
That was the Tourette's.
Yes, that was it. Now hand that over. Let me show you. I probably shouldn't be doing this.
I've been in every room, gone everywhere that's shown me except that. What the fuck is that?
When using the map, you should use all of it. Now maybe these are your favorite parts, but this is important too.
I didn't know that was there.
Maps show you where to go.
Okay.
And on maps, things are smaller than they really are.
No, I know what scale is.
If you were on a map, you'd be this big. You'd be like this. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Good lesson today. Thank you.
This is the room that holds the Triforce, and you will need this to complete this level.
Okay, easy enough. Thank you, old man.
Old man.
Old man.
Old man.
Whatever, dude.
Old man. You didn't say it right. Oh, and Link, there's a dragon with a unicorn horn that will probably kill you. Good luck.
Come on, Neil. It's only level 1.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Legend of Neil. You did it. If you want to watch more, all right. We don't need to see the part where I pitch the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We're real. This is real. Don't pinch yourself. Don't pinch yourself because you'll find out you're dreaming. Mike Rose. There you are. You're live on the stream right now.
Here I am right now.
Look at that. We were just looking at you with an old grizzly white beard, and now here you are with a pandemic beard.
This lush pandemic beard.
Not quite as white and wizardly, but it's getting there. Maybe.
Maybe.
So we have folks live with us. So Mike, you were asking me. I've been doing this Tuesday show since maybe November of last year, November, December. In the middle of the pandemic, I was like, I should do something with my life. So we started streaming on Twitch, and now I just figured out how to stream on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube all at the same time. So I'm gathering
Wow.
chat. Yeah, I know. Isn't that fancy?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
You've heard of this ability, this capability. It would take, a wizard, you'd think, to do it, but it turns out it just took me about 15 minutes to sign up for restream.io, and now I am able to stream live to multiple platforms. Very, very exciting. Very exciting.
Fantastic.
For me. And yeah, I've just been, so this is called StreamDeep with Sundeep. Get it? Me neither. We do it live every Tuesday. Yeah, see, you get it. He gets it. Mike Rose gets it.
He's Sundeep and he don't get no sleep. Did you ever do that with your name?
No.
Sundeep, that Janet Jackson song.
No, I didn't even. What Janet Jackson song is that? One of her
we go
hits?
deep. Yeah, we go deep and
I
we
should-
don't get no sleep.
So I should probably.
It's about sex.
It's about sex. Is my name about sex? Has
it's
my
about
name been about sex this whole time?
This is about sex, right? This is about sex right now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Mike. I think every time you and I are,
together,
sharing the same conversational space, it's about sex. It might be deep in the low tones and the bass notes, but it's definitely about sex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, yeah. So I do this live every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna have a new intro song when I am able to connect with Janet Jackson and get the rights to that song.
That'll be easy.
That should be easy.
That'll be easy.
And if not, I will maybe employ you to just sing, because it's easier to get the rights to to copy it or whatever, right? You can just do that on the internet, I think.
Or just change some words and call it parody. Is that? I hope we never lose that.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's basically what Legend of Neil is us changing a few words. We made a whole show about it. So look, I used to do the intro on my own, but now I like it when the guest heckles my intro. So I'm just gonna keep pushing through this introduction. I'm gonna tell you about other things on the channel, and Mike, just continue to please sing Janet Jackson songs or make fun of me or otherwise. So first of all, you can make fun of me in that I can't find where I put the intro thing. Okay, cool. Here it is.
What is that? A couch behind you?
Nice.
Gotcha.
Man, you're a good heckler. It's actually a fold-out couch. So, Mike, if you ever need to crash, it's a fold-out couch.
Okay.
And you can crash here. The only thing is, I will live stream you sleeping. So that's the catch.
Okay. Well, we can discuss the dividend share.
Oh, for sure. There was actually a thing where people were live streaming themselves sleeping, and this guy he made $8,000 because he would have people if they donated a certain amount, like $5 or $10, they'd have sort of like tiers. It would play really loud sound effects.
Oh.
And wake him up and startle him. It'd be like
that's fun.
Stuff that's like, there's someone in the window. And then, he wake up and start freaking out. And it just, I guess it just went viral, and people just started giving more and more money and he could not obviously get any sleep that night. Or they would collectively decide to let's wait 20 minutes, let him actually fall asleep before we do it, so that because they all wanted the jump scare thing. So I'm just saying there's money to be made in ruining your sleep. Yeah, for sure.
I have nightmares that do that for me, and I don't make any money.
You don't make anything.
No.
Yeah, you have to there has to be an easy way for your nightmares to click donate.
Yeah, monetize your nightmares.
You gotta monetize your nightmares, man. Oh, I made a nice background. I'm using the wrong background. Oh, come on, Sundeep. I made this whole Legend of Neil background. Here we go. We're switching to the Legend of Neil background. There it is. All right. So I already said what time it is, and that this is it's a live show. It's also going to be a podcast. So if you're listening to this on the podcast, catch us live on Twitch or YouTube or apparently Facebook now. I figured that out. It's the F and Funny YouTube, the F and Funny Twitch, and then we're streaming on the Legend of Neil. Right now we're streaming on the Legend of Neil page in Facebook. So a lot of those folks are like, "Holy shit, I haven't seen a message." So Brian Conley, I love Legend of Neil, more than one T-shirt and the signed DVD at the time. Still have it as my message alert. 8-bit love, nice.
Oh, nice.
Aliska Gutswiller, phenomenal name. I want to use that as a character name. My husband made me a shirt that says, "I have more friends because I use drugs." That's my favorite line. It's one of my favorites as well. And yeah, a lot of people are just saying about the merch that they have. "This was great content. I missed this." Dale Wilkinson, LOL. Great comment. Oh no, he said before, "I love this show so much and I wish there was more." Well, we all wish there was more, but you know, the early 2000s are over. But maybe, who knows? Everybody's rebooting everything, Mike. Maybe we'll reboot this thing.
We'll do this like kind of like a sci-fi drama.
Yeah, we should do the gritty reboot. Daniel Craig. So sorry, we'll fire Tony. Daniel Craig will be Neil, and the rest of the cast will be the same. And Tony will just have like a really small cameo. Poor guy. I love that idea. Okay, so let's see. Oh, some housekeeping. So please, if you're not on the Twitch, we're gonna do some giveaways today. We're gonna give away some merch. Look at this. Look at this sexy merch I found. Some posters of...
That's me.
I think the abs are true to life, right? Those are... I think we modeled them after your actual abs.
Mm-hmm. I told them to tone it down a bit.
Yeah, no, and we did. We were like, oh, yeah, let's... No one will believe it if we draw the actual... And then we have a signed poster by the entire cast. So I will sign...
Oh, lovely.
I will sign the old man ones because I'm here. Maybe if there's a way I can figure out if I can meet up with Mike in Silver Lake and get... Oh, I just gave away your location. I probably shouldn't do that.
My God.
They don't know the state.
They hear the copters.
They don't know the state. It can be Silver Lake, Texas. This one's signed by the entire class, including Mike Rose. Let's see if I can you verify that that's your signature? It's a little blurry.
Which one is it?
That one. It's the one that says Mike Rose.
Those black, it's like black, thick kind of Sharpie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that looks like mine. The M, yeah.
Yep. The M. Yeah, so you heard it here, validated. Maybe we should sell NFTs. That's like a thing now.
Oh, yeah, how do we do that?
I don't know. Maybe we can make this moment an NFT. Blah, 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 blah. Now it's got to be special, and then you go, this is one of 3, and then you sell them for $3,000 each, Mike.
Chris Crocker sold Leave Britney Alone for $40,000.
Only 40? Actually, that seems like it's low. What's his name? That the Ocean Spray guy.
Oh yeah.
He was trying to sell his thing, and I think he got like 6 figures for it.
Wow. There's I was thinking of the Ocean Spray guy because there's another video and it's this guy in a skate park. Did you see that one? It's like adult man in a skate park and he goes down this ramp and there's a little girl on a skateboard coming towards him and she's a little uneasy. And as he gets towards her, instead of colliding, he just picks her up, continues to skate, goes up a ramp, comes back down, and then puts her back down on her skateboard.
Oh my! So like he did a dad save.
Yeah, he completely saved it.
Wow, that's awesome. And that he sold that as an NFT?
No, I don't know, but he should.
He should. These are some T-shirts we're giving away. I have a bunch of them, probably maybe in your size, maybe not, but we're just gonna give away what we have, and we'll try to match your size as best we can. So lots of fun stuff. So check it. So that's gonna be only on Twitch. So if you want to get in on those giveaways, you got to join our Effin' Funny Twitch. It's twitch.tv/effnfunny, and we give it away in chat. Our mods, who I believe are here, if A Shift or D Man, if you're here, say hello, and they'll run the giveaways throughout. All you have to do is type a hashtag in the chat, and that enters you into the giveaway, and then we do like a random drawing. So that's how that fun thing works. Very, very excited about that. So Let's see, what else is there to say? Oh, we have this really exciting thing coming up. So first of all, this whole month of May, Legend of Neil retrospective month. So last week we had Scott and Eric. This week we got Mike Rose. There he is, old man. You know what's funny? A lot of people thought I played old man.
Oh.
People like to this day will be like, dude, I loved you in the guild, but I really love you as old man. And I'm like, that wasn't me. Really funny.
How
and
interesting.
I think the beard maybe, and then we're both brownish.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, trust me, I'm not as funny as Mike Rose. I could not pull that off.
Oh, I don't. You were a great improviser. You would have been great.
No. I say this with in all seriousness. I think you like the core relationship of the show is you and Tony, right? That character for me, those two characters for me, and really like it all started with that first episode and that chemistry and your whole improv brain and bringing that to the part. Like I feel like it made the show. Like I feel like that is the central relationship. It's the central like it sets all the tone for the entire show. So I give a lot of thanks and a lot of credit to what you brought to that thing.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Especially considering how much it really kind of set me up. My first ever paid gig, Mike. It's the first time I ever got paid to make something.
Well, there you go. Remember when we shot that first one in that house and like,
yeah.
Where were we?
It was my buddy's house. It was in Silver Lake too.
Yeah.
Silver Lake, Texas. And and yeah, we like just made a cave out of paper.
Yeah.
As you do.
It was good.
It was good. It's funny. It's like, and then we like leaned into the silliness of it. It was very Channel 101. Like we made it for Channel 101. But hey, we're gonna get into that real quick. I want to finish the housekeeping stuff. We have a really special event coming up June 19th. So Juneteenth, we're going to do a Juneteenth fundraiser, a 12-hour marathon show. So please mark your calendars. Please follow and subscribe. We're hoping to raise $25,000 for The Last Mile, which is this incredible organization that is all about trying to break the cycle of incarceration and recidivism. Which is a word I recently kind of finally understood the meaning of, which is, people getting kicked back into jail, and sort of that like sort of devastating cycle. And so what they do is they create programs to help train convicts to have marketable skills and then get jobs coming out of prison, sort of set them up with educational opportunities, higher education, for those communities. So it's an awesome organization. We're gonna do a lot of like boots on the ground stuff with them too, not just these fundraisers, but also like really try to help them with their audiovisual portion, and training folks in how to create podcasts and stuff like that. So, and becoming sound engineers, and so we're really excited about joining forces with this organization. They're so great, and raising a bunch of money for them. And we're starting to line up talent for that, and it's going to be a really fun show. Last December, Mike, we raised $15,000 for the National MS Society, and another great organization. And it was their single largest donation for the year because everything, all their walkathons and bikeathons got canceled, so they were not, all their typical sources of income were not there. So I was just blown away that this community, this fucking community, this Twitch community and the streaming community has just been absolutely amazing and generous. And it's the best thing that came out of this pandemic for me. And it's totally inspired me to create more, to stream more, and to give back more like this. So we want to do this twice a year. So the next one is Juneteenth. So please join us for that. Mark your calendars, June 19th.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's going to be 12-hour marathons. Should be super fun, playing lots of games. We had like Taron Killam, Felicia Day, Gary Whitta, who wrote Rogue One. We had Patrick Rothfuss, New York Times bestseller. We had Paul Scheer drop in, Kyle Kinane. So just lots of funny folks, interesting folks, great writers and stuff. Drop in throughout the stream. Is really fun. So please join us for that, and subscribe and follow everywhere to keep tabs on us. Okay, that's it. That's all my housekeeping top of show BS. So thank you for making fun of my couch, teaching me my name means a sex thing, and teaching me about a roller skating hero.
Skateboarding.
Sorry, skateboarding. Be cool if it was roller skating. Can we bring back roller skating, Mike? You roller skate? Don't you roller skate?
People roller skate a lot. I want to. I want to get some old rollerblades.
Why do I picture you in Didn't you do it for? You did it for a Channel 101 show, didn't you? Weren't you on skates for something?
I don't know. I don't know if I was on skates.
Am I just thinking of Roller Girl from?
People are always like, "Hey, are you Roller Girl?" That's what you're thinking, probably.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, yeah, from Boogie Nights.
Heather Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really mix you guys up a lot, you and Heather.
You're not the first.
Oh, Mike Rose. Okay, I'm gonna read your bio, the bio that you sent in.
Okay.
So here's Mike Rose's bio. This is the segment of the show where I, hold on, I'm gonna do my segment card. This is really, I spent a lot of money on these CGI effects, Mike. Okay, ready? This is the segment where I pew, 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 read your bio to your face. Lasers, sound effects.
That was great.
What'd you think of that? Worth the money? I spent about $4,000 on that. I think it was worth it. Okay, I'm gonna read your bio to your face. Mike Rose felt a little sluggish after his second shot of Moderna vaccine. Oh, nice, Team Moderna. Well done. We're on the same team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dolly.
But he's fine now. Recent credits include Friendsgiving on Netflix, Tig and Seek, Cartoon Network, The F Spot on Adult Swim, Battletoads on Xbox, and Dead to Me on Netflix. Oh, I want to ask you about Dead to Me. I'm just started to watch that show. Okay. Mike is on the autism spectrum and suffers from CPTSD. In speaking openly about these topics, he seeks to contribute to more widespread awareness, which I also am excited to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
But let's start with Dead to Me.
Well, I can't tell you much because I start shooting on Monday is when I shoot.
You're going to be on the new season?
Yeah, I'm going to be on the new season.
What is that, season 3 then?
Season 3, yeah.
Nice. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Is it a juicy roll? Juicy roll?
Can
you say how juicy it is?
I'm doing 2 episodes, so I think that's juicier.
That is juicy.
It's probably juicier. I get to like argue with, Christina and Linda.
Yes. Amazing. And did you just book that through auditions or did you know people? How did you work that?
I know the creator, Liz Feldman.
Amazing.
And then I auditioned
and you booked it.
I booked it.
That happens once every 5,000 chances.
Yeah.
So, congratulations. I'm so excited. I'm on episode 4 of that and it's so good. So have you watched it?
I need to watch it.
You better watch it.
So that I know what I'm doing.
You better watch it. It's good. It'll hook you so fast.
I haven't really watched, and I don't know about you, pandemic made me not want to, I rarely watched new things. Yeah. I just kind of rewatch stuff.
Did you went to like comfort shows? Yeah,
and my brain didn't want to concentrate. Like it didn't want to do the work of like, let me process this information. And then I'm better if I'm watching something with someone. It sort of grounds me. But by myself, I just kind of put on old movies. I usually go to bed, I put on Arrival, and then I try to go to sleep to Arrival.
The Arrival? That's your...
Arrival with Amy Adams about the aliens. Yeah.
That's like I love that movie. That's a really interesting one to be like your repeat viewing movie.
I know it's strange, but once it gets to the parts where they're talking to the aliens, it's so soothing and it's like beautiful. And it's all about language and how we communicate and new ideas and what we as people do to new ideas. We get scared of them and we try to like kill them.
Yep, that's what we do. That is what we do. I listened to this incredible podcast with Ted Chiang. He's that amazing short story sci-fi writer. He was on little Ezra Klein's podcast, and he talks about AI, right? And then like the go-to question for AI is always like, like what are we gonna do when they take over and they enslave us, kind of thing, or like what what happens when we sort of give up
we'll
our
relax.
We'll finally get a nap. No, so, and he's like, we are so far away from that, but B, like, my concern is not for us being overtaken by AI. It's how we are going to treat the AI as humans. 'Cause
Exactly.
we do not have a very good track record with treating beings that are, have consciousness, have, that require compassion. We do not have a track record of treating animals particularly well. We don't have a good track record of treating, say it's even whatever, like Columbus coming to the Americas and finding these tribes there. We don't have a good track record of that at all. And it's not.
No.
I don't mean to align animals with native peoples, but in general, like, when we find someone that's technologically in a different spot than us, we tend to treat them like absolute shit and subservient to the humans. So he's like, in all likelihood, AI, won't immediately become superior to us necessarily, and we will probably create these beings that, that can feel and not treat them very well. So I thought that was just like a super interesting take on all that. Anyway, I don't know. You just so maybe I see why you repeat view Arrival as how you
I
bring that
love
back.
it.
My movie that I can't not turn off if it's ever on, even a little piece of it. Like my surprising, but my obvious ones are like Princess Bride or like Big Lebowski or anything like that. But I'd say my not obvious one is oh my gosh, why am I blanking on it? You Can't Handle the Truth. Hello, A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men. I like, somehow, I don't know if it's just 80s Tom Cruise, if it's like, I just love courtroom dramas, but like, for whatever reason, if that's on anywhere, I have to watch it, rewatch it.
You love courtroom dramas?
I do. Isn't that strange? I don't know. I like, I guess they're just so like self-contained. Like, they're so like, the structure of the drama in the courtroom is so like, a structure that is easy to follow and easy to heighten. And, so I was, as a kid, like a sucker for all the Grisham novels.
That's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
I need to read one of those.
I read like the Pelican Brief like 4 times when I was like 14 for some reason.
Wow.
Very strange. Very weird. That's my go-to. I'm curious, chat, what's your go-to movie to rewatch? I saw some people agreeing with my Princess Bride, so we'll see what folks say in chat. Oh, congratulations, Mike. We've received 100 messages today with already. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Mike, they're asking you, what was your favorite Legend Neil episode, and why was it the musical one?
Well, I guess the musical one. I don't know. I just
setting you up for
because
that.
when I'm shooting them, I don't necessarily connect to exactly what episode where, but like, because they all kind of blur.
You shot them in out of order and everything, yeah.
Yeah. Anything where I just got to like be really mean to Tony was. I loved when we went out to the forest, and remember when I did that Secure Horizons commercial?
Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah, like by the river.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna find that and pull that up. Yeah, that was so ridiculous. You had like, for some reason, completely memorized that commercial, like the real version of that commercial.
There was this commercial that
You were,
would
like,
come on all
obsessed
the
with
time when I was a kid. During daytime TV, it would come on. So it's a lot of like advertisements to old people. And this one was like, I think Wilford Brimley for Secure Horizons, which was like life insurance or health insurance or something.
Something like that. And you were like, or like assisted living or something. It's something for the elderly. And you were like, oh, old man has got a doing that because we were like, oh, we really need to do extra. Like the big thing back then was like, you got to do ancillary content. We need like mini episodes and so we're like, I don't know. Let's just ask Mike, like, can you riff on something for like 2 minutes and like we'll create our mini episode here. I'm gonna pull it up right now. But that was really fun. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, you just inhabited that character so quick. I think playing a sarcastic wizard was just in your wheelhouse, Mike.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, making fun of Tony was really fun.
So people probably don't know this, but we all used to do improv together. Maybe they do or don't know this. While I'm pulling this up, I'm stalling. But we used to do improv together at this place called the Empty Stage, which no longer exists, under the tutelage of Stan Wells, who was my first improv teacher. I don't know about you, Mike. Probably not your first.
No, but
you're already sort of well versed.
Yeah, I hadn't done a lot of long form though.
You had done Groundlings, right?
Yeah, I had done the Groundlings and was in the Sunday Company, and then after that is when I started taking class at Empty Stage, or I might have taken it during, because I know like.
I think you took it during. I feel like I remember you because you were like one of the first people that I was like, oh, this is what people do like in between Groundlings levels, is that they come here. I think that's what you were doing,
because I know Kristen Wiig had been going, and so she was telling me about it, and I know some other people were taking it, and I eventually dropped in a couple times, but it wasn't until later that I got really more involved and started doing the shows.
Yeah.
That place was great. Some of the best improv ever.
Yeah, it was such like a little hole in the wall, off the beaten path thing. It wasn't Groundlings, or it predates UCB, and it's where I cut all my teeth doing improv and met Felicia, met Tony. It's where it all started for me. So here, I'm gonna play this commercial real quick. This is so silly. Oh wait, why can't I hear it? Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Can you hear it, Mike?
I hear sirens.
That's the cops coming for me.
We had quite a scare last month. Had to take old woman to the hospital.
Do you hear it now?
They had me filling out forms up to here. Sign this, sign that, sign here, sign there. It's tough when
I didn't hear when you played the episode either. So
oh, okay. Oh, you didn't hear when you played the... Oh, really? Hold on, I want to figure that out real quick. So wait, are you... Because I'm sharing the screen on Zoom with you. So, if I go... Do you see it visually?
No, it says STREAMDEEP has started screen sharing, but I don't see anything.
Oh. Okay, well, the audience hears it, so I'm going to play for the audience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat your friends.
We had quite a scare last
hear
month.
the sirens.
Had to take old woman to the hospital. They had me filling out forms up to here. Sign this, sign that, sign here, sign there. It's tough when you're worried. But all along, I knew that Glendicare wouldn't cover everything. So when old woman came home, we decided to look into health care plans. She says I'm picky. She's right, I am picky. We found a plan called High Rule Horizons. We pay no premiums, no deductibles. Not bad, huh? Oh, old woman is fine now. And that's the way I like it. Poof.
It wasn't even like...
Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Legend of Neil.
I hate when this thing comes
If you want to watch more,
No,
click here. Or if you
stop.
wanna
Now it's me trying to pitch the next thing.
Oh, I heard that.
You heard that?
I heard what just happened. Something for a second. I heard.
Oh, that's so weird. I don't know. We're streaming on 3 different platforms, Mike. It's just madness. I don't know why it wouldn't work, but anyway, it's just I don't know why that's.
So I see it now. Oh, something happened.
Oh, now you see it.
No, it went away. It was a picture of you holding something.
Well, anyway, such is life. We'll solve it, of course, at the end of the stream. Yeah, we had to take old women to the hospital. It's like is one of your lines in there. It's just like all the little like laughs you do. You're like, and they gave me all this paperwork, and, you know, it was a mountain. And you did all the little nuancy kind of cheesy things they do in those commercials. Anyway, funny, silly stuff. We had a lot of fun on set. Just you know, tried. My whole ethos was I have too many creators and improvisers to like try to be too bossy and just let the sort of scene unfold and let you guys play as much as I could.
Well, that was why it was so good.
I think so. I think so. It was me doing less was what made it good.
Well, also knowing that, you know, some people don't want that.
Yeah, true. So Krista YK's got a question for you. What is the toughest part of improv?
Being caught up in like, am I going to be good? And like, there's a certain, when you're doing improv, there's a certain point where it's like, panic, it feels like panic work.
Yeah.
And
been there. It's like already it's giving me sweats just thinking of when you don't have the audience.
Yeah, I think people the desire to make it so earth-shatteringly funny with everything you say, and really it's what you think it is when you see it and you try to replicate it, you're actually not, because it's just really just being in the moment and trusting
your scene partner, trusting
because everyone's seeing what you're experiencing experiencing, and when you address and behave and are participating in what they're seeing and the way they see it, that's when you have like success, because they are watching you. And Maria did this one improv, and for some reason, like me and my scene partner, we like hugged. And then he initiated like a pull apart, and he went, oh, and he like looked at himself, and what he was going for was like, oh, some magical moment happened because we hugged, but he was looking at me, and I didn't know what was going on. He just kept looking at me, and I said, oh, I'm soaking wet. I'm sorry, I got you all wet. Like, and then the audience loved that, because I was like, it was clear I didn't understand what was going on.
The reaction, yeah. But you invented something. You like, I feel like it's so much about the like just keeping the ping pong match going. Yes. It's like just just make the next hit. Don't think about like when getting 15 points in one hit. It's like just get it on the other side of the table, and it's like that rhythm, keeping the rhythm going between the scene. And like what I find, because the whole time my answer was like, oh, being in my own head. It's like that is for me the worst part. And I think it's basically it's kind of what you're saying. Like, you just get kind of, you're not in the moment. You're not in the scene. You are like thinking about how to make the scene funny instead of just being in the scene.
Yeah. And sometimes you can see people trying to manufacture things. And it's like, that's,
turning.
Like, I'm going to execute this thing.
Yeah.
Which I've done, definitely. But you just never know.
Yeah, like
I think Stan was so good at teaching like sort of behavioral stuff and like silence and like feeling things, and other places teach improv differently. Like the Groundlings is like, space work and emotion and big and like broad and
characters, big characters.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like a way of teaching. And when you learn improv, you learn rules to break them. Like when you learn how to be a good improviser so that you don't even look like you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Right. And when you're improvising with, someone else who's strong, you can break all the rules together, because you're not breaking sort of the cardinal rule of being in the moment with each other.
Yeah, of course.
And that's all people really care to see, I think, in the end. I keep forgetting to find the reference for this this podcast, and yet I keep bringing it up. But they were mentioning like all as humans, what we're captivated by ultimately is watching other people be in the moment. because we so long to be in the moment all the time. And so when we watch someone play sports, when you watch, whatever, I don't know why I want to say Pele. That's a much older soccer player than Messi, right? That's a new soccer player. I'm not old.
Messi.
Yeah, Messi. Okay, great. You watch Messi play, and he's like just locked in. Like that guy's gonna like commit his whole body into and like potentially break his arms or legs to kick a ball. And it's like so silly if you think about it objectively, but for us, I think we're captivated because you're just like, that guy is in it. He is locked in, and I'm so transfixed by that person being locked in. And I think that carries over obviously to performance and stuff. The reason why we love watching theater or whatever is like you're watching these actors be just locked in. And improv is like the higher wire act of that. Like, oh, here are these people with absolutely no net going in there, and they can crash.
People who watch it and don't do it or know it, they just think it's like the craziest thing that you make things up. And how do you make it up? And it's like, well, we're not, like, it's just happening. Like, because that's always the question. How do you figure out what to say? How do you know how do you come up with an idea? And it's like, you actually don't at all.
Ideally, you don't. Ideally, you don't.
Ideally, you don't.
I've definitely made the mistake of coming in with like, okay, I really want to hit this punchline and at some point in the scene and trying to shoehorn it in. I think that like the best compliment that you can receive, let me know if you agree or if you have another one, is that was scripted, wasn't it? You guys pre-thought that. Like, there's no way.
You didn't plan any of that?
Come on.
Someone once said...
I'm like, oh, I love it. Yum, yum, yum.
Exactly. Someone once said, like, they saw me do something and, like, afterwards they're like, have you done that character before? Is that a character you do a lot?
It's your go-to?
Like, oh, no, I actually never did it. I just... Like, I was playing, like, an old man who was in, like, the Golden Globes and loved boxing and like, that's...
Wait, you've never played an old man before? Liar.
Well, that was before, but still, it was like, it was so funny because it was like, especially from this person, because they were like, they are a comedy manager, and I was like, you think, why are you like, why can't you just believe I do this?
You're right. Like, why do you have to be cynical and question me? Yeah, that's so funny. You just did this because I was in the audience, didn't you? Right? Like you played your wheelhouse characters for me. That's so funny. Mike, you are, I mean, hands down, I'd say one of the best improvisers I've ever had the sort of privilege of. I remember first being able to, like, I think we did Being Humans together was our first show or something, and I was like a new person in it, and you had been doing it for a while, I believe. I think it was Being Humans, yeah, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Friday nights.
Yeah, and I was so nervous to improvise with you because I had watched you.
Oh my God.
The lower tiers. I was very I was very anxious because I was like, Mike, dude, you're so funny. A little part of me doesn't believe you when you talk about like being in your head because I have not witnessed you really do that. You're kind of one of those guys that goes up and is like, kind of never not funny a little bit. Honestly. And so I was very intimidated, but then when I got to play with you, it was so fun because you made it so like, just easy to ping pong. It was just like, it was easy to play with you instead of being intimidated. You just like made everything I said funnier somehow.
That's a great compliment. Because if I can make, and I did not think of you that way. I didn't think this is
oh good, I hit it well.
This is a newer person who doesn't have but there are people who are, still learning and less in the flow of, where you want to be. But if you can do a scene with them and it works, it's because, you're supporting, and that's what good improv is, really supporting each other.
Yep. That's why we do those little, I got your back things right before we go up there. How much do you miss improv? Have you been able to do anything performance-wise
I miss it so much.
Freaking year?
No, but I really need to improvise and figure out what that's going to look like and be, because it has always just been something that I enjoy, and it's using my brain in a way that I've realized looking back was very good for my mental health to like do that and practice using my brain in a certain way. And like same thing goes for dance. When I was dancing, like using my brain to process information and execute things and learning how to do that on a regular basis was very good for my anxiety and like, you know, sort of sensory overload issues.
So this segues kind of nicely into talking about the CPTSD, because I'm really interested in that and that discovery for you and how you came to that. You mentioned something when we were like in our pre-chat, which is that you, for the first time, really put aside your career goals to focus more on your mental health and self-care. And it sounds like you felt really good about that, and that was a big, kind of a big leap for you. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it was especially with the pandemic, that kind of, when you can really be with yourself for a long time, and like I wasn't dating anyone at the time, and like, everyone was kind of isolated, and I kind of isolate myself anyway. So, but not having access to things I was normally doing, sort of, I don't know, I just realized that it wasn't fun the way I was navigating things. Like, oh, you have to do this and this and this so you can get this. And it's like, do I even want that? What do I want? And, trying to come up with something that has no connection to you or really any relevancy in a vacuum, which is sometimes how I created. But like, I think I'd gotten to a place with my mental health where so you mentioned CPTSD, which stands for complex post-traumatic stress disorder. The sort of trauma state I was in for a lot of the time is so counter-creative. It made me think that I couldn't create anymore because I was like locked in this sort of like fear state. And like, doing great improv is the opposite of fear and being shut down. It's like being open.
Right. And so I imagine you're not experiencing this while you're improvising. Is this more when you are like sitting down to write or sitting down to
well, it really became clear what was going on maybe about 5-6 years ago. And because, and I'll first say complex PTSD differs from PTSD. PTSD is sort of event focused or events, and the triggers are things that remind you of that event, sound like, look like, feel like, whereas complex PTSD is not about singular events. It's about chronic and inescapable abuse or trauma over a long period of time. Which is always like, when I say it, I'm like, sorry for that. Sorry to drop that on you.
That's a lot, yeah.
So I have to be very mindful when I speak about these things. But I
welcome to the comedy podcast all about CPTSD. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the goofball himself, Mike Rose. Hey, look, I think all this stuff is a part of our, self-exploration journey, and it's a big part of us being productive, healthy members of society so that we can create good stuff. You've got to explore it. You've got to talk about it. And for other folks that are dealing with it, I think this is the, like I was saying this in the pre-chat too. It's like a lot of people who are in our chat will be like, holy shit, that's me. And so I really feel like that's the important part about being able to have these discussions is like, yes, please educate us, on what your experience is so that we can all kind of learn from it and raise awareness about stuff like this. So
for sure. I mean, it's a still relatively new thing. It's it sort of just became a thing, like, oh, there's a new kind of PTSD and it's this. And when I discovered it, because I think that I had that accident when I was 21 years old. A big mirror fell off of a wall and was shattered on me. It's an amazing moment. And then the glass hit the,
amazing.
It's an amazing moment. because it's just, here's another terrible story for you, or for anyone listening.
Yeah.
Basically, a mirror fell on me, shattered, a piece of glass hit the bridge of my nose, and basically peeled my nose off like a banana peel.
Oh, gosh.
And it held on at the tip. But then that was like, that I was like, oh, I have PTSD from that. And anytime I had difficulties with like, you know, having very traumatic moments and like outbursts and like losing my temper or things like that, I was like, oh, it's because I have PTSD and that's a thing. And I guess it was sort of, but it wasn't until I learned about CPTSD that I could look back at my childhood and say, oh, you know, I sort of said like, oh, my family is dysfunctional. And, you know, like Roseanne, you know, you see that show? And my dad's a jerk. But really it was my, you know, father abused me and my mother, and I experienced abuse and witnessed the abuse of my mother and my brothers. And when you're born into something like that, you don't see it as like something wrong. So
yeah,
it was,
it's not glass shattering in your face. It's not like a specific moment. It's sort of like the lobster in the pot.
Exactly.
Kind of more that metaphor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, along with like, you know, being gay and going to school and constantly experiencing something because of that. And then also with even more perspective, learning that I'm on the autism spectrum, that like just being who I was seemed to be a problem for people. And then even in my home. So, and not until much later can I look back and go, oh, I experienced something very traumatic over a long period of time. And what that does to children is it influences the way the brain develops. And your brain develops differently, as if your brain thinks, oh, you're going to constantly for the rest of your life be in a very chaotic, dangerous environment. So we have to make your brain, you know, when you choose your car in Mario Kart, you choose what are the best ones for this? Your brain's like, okay, let's make you feel like you live in a constant state of panic and maybe you're being hunted all the time. Here, this brain is going to be great for that.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it kind of keeps you in like a consistent state of fight or flight.
Yes. And
this underlying base note of anxiety.
Something in you is like, beware.
Right.
And I experienced a lot of my life not really being too affected by it because I was so far attached from even knowing it was something that happened to me. That's when I was like younger and doing improv and creating I was creating so much content that that person didn't know at all that something was awry, even though occasionally those moments popped up that only now can I look back and go, oh, that was that. And being seemingly normal and successful, and then maybe someone seeing some other aspect of me and some element of behavior that was like, whoa, what's that? And I don't know either. So I'm like, well, that's how I felt. So it's like this huge shift in perspective, and all of a sudden you realize, so it's like you're processing trauma from years ago.
Right.
And so the big task, and, you know, privilege, I'm so grateful that I can heal and know how to do that. Some people will live their whole life in a state where they don't understand and they don't know how to heal.
Right. Right. Yeah. That first step of being able to separate yourself from the trauma, to be able to look at it, right, to observe it in a way. We have folks in chat, like I said, which I'm not surprised, that are like, you know, Cody Ryan, KO5. What's up, Cody? Good to see you again. You know, I have CPTSD as well. It's great when you can get to a point where you can talk about it. I have just started being able to do that in the last 2 years. That's awesome.
That's great.
That's really, really wonderful that you're able to do that. Talking to someone says, thanks for sharing, Mike. Really appreciate how this experience has become a part of you. and then folks in chat are trying to help each other out, saying, which is so sweet. Just sending love to Cody. My audio level's a little. Thank you for letting me know. I'll turn myself up a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to be. Listen, Mike is already funny, like super funny. I can't be like lower in volume than him. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. But yeah, that I think that's I've already said this, but it's really great to be able to talk about this stuff and be open and honest about it, and for people to be able to see in you someone who's I know you're still working through it. It's not like you've solved it or anything like that, but hey, you're working through it and you're able to talk about it out loud to folks, and I think that's you become a role model in that way, for folks that are also dealing with it, and people who may know other folks in their lives that are and being able to sort of be an ally in that is also super valuable.
In talking about it, I've had lots of friends go, oh, I think
Wait,
I relate to all of that.
Are you talking about me? Yeah.
And until you know that it is a thing that exists and manifests in a certain way, you might think something's that you're a normal person who is having a hard time being normal and achieving or thriving.
Yeah.
So when you find out that there's something causing all these things, it's like, it was like a huge weight. Like, I'm not a terrible person. I'm not lazy. I'm not broken.
Right.
I'm exactly how I should be based on my experience.
What's gone down. Yeah, exactly. Haro Soda says, "Gonna make your CPTSD go poof." Trying to use.
Well, that's.
I don't know if you can do that per se. Maybe it's learn to live in
But
concert.
that's a great tagline.
Yeah, it's a great tagline. If Old Man was going to do a commercial about it, he might employ something like that. So let's talk about the creative process for you now, like having kind of, worked through a lot of this. So a lot of this was during the pandemic, or were you doing a lot of work on this before the pandemic?
Yeah, about like maybe 5 or 6 years ago is when this sort of like kind of awakening. And it's very common for people my age to have these big moments of like, something happened to me. Yeah. And only now am I realizing it. It's very, very common. And speaking of, making it go poof, I don't know that that's possible, but what really helped me is, and I, maybe, I will say the term, maybe it saved my life, is I did ayahuasca. And that was like definitely life-changing. And
I talk about psychedelics quite a bit because it completely changed my life. I still haven't done an ayahuasca journey, but a couple mushroom trips had been really instrumental in my personal growth. So
yeah. And again, why I talk about it is because I wish someone had seen in me. I mean, I went to therapy. I was going to therapy for years and like didn't even scratch the surface of any of that. Not that, it was bad or my therapist wasn't good or who knows. I think I was so far away from unearthing something so, I don't know, intense.
Yeah.
And it took, I think, ayahuasca, which broke me open and made me realize for the first time, like, this is something that happened. I've been living in fear and I've been pretending to be this dynamo of a person to survive.
That's so, because like it's, I feel like I knew you, or at least worked with you a bunch, gosh, it's been 10, 10,
forever,
15 years ago. We've been working together, and I never saw, like, I saw you as such a like you say, a prolific creator. I mean, for those that don't know, Mike wasn't just an old man. That's not his sole main credit. He was an unbelievably prolific creator on Channel 101, making all the best. If you want to see like just a bevy of Mike Rose, just embodying all sorts of fun, crazy characters. Like, just check out his archives and Channel 101. You were such like you were constantly making shows for that and acting in everybody's shows, and just saw you on stage all the time. And so, are you saying that was kind of like, I don't want to say a persona, but it was like such a big outlet for you that it was.
It's what really creating, making things and making art and expressing, like, those were the most real parts of me anyone's seen, is when I'm probably acting. It's like, that's where all that stuff went. And what's so funny is because I made Stop It, which at the time I wouldn't have thought.
Stop It. Hold on, just real quick. Stop It is like a parody of like those intervention shows, and Mike plays a counselor that basically just tells the person to stop it.
Well, I play the addict.
Oh no, sorry, you play the addicts, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, and and then the. So who plays the?
Was it Tyler Spears?
It was Tyler Spears. Okay, yeah, Tyler. Tyler plays the whatever professional who just ultimately is just yelling at you to stop, just stop it. Anyway, it's very funny, short form series.
Yeah, but that was like, looking back, I'm like, oh, did I make a whole like web series about addiction and trauma? Oh, and I didn't. In that time, I never would have thought that something like that was going on. Yet I was channeling through all these characters something that clearly was inside me.
Yeah.
And
that's wild.
Yeah, it's really, to look back, I'm like, oh yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Holy cow. Yeah, you're like sort of trying to process the trauma through your Stop It characters.
Yeah, and that was really, I didn't know it, but it was like taking care of certain parts of me and doing improv and dancing my whole life, because that was my first career. Like, taking something inside and putting it out and making something good of it was like this, I guess it was like validating something in me that made me feel like, oh, okay, I am good here's proof,
Right. I have value. Here it is. And then also you're doing something that really locks you into the moment and gets you out of your head. And both, I think both dance and improv have unbelievable therapeutic powers. Where it is. There's something about, and then I think kind of ayahuasca and stuff like that is a shortcut to locking yourself into the moment, dropping yourself into the moment. I shouldn't say lock. I think that these are all like tools, that allow you to get to that headspace of being in the now and just enjoying existence for what it has for you right in that moment and what you have to offer it. So speaking of dance, here's my segue. One of my favorite episodes that we did with you was the training montage episode, where we did basically a Rocky parody. So I'm gonna play that now, but man, I really want you to be able to listen to it. So I don't know why, because I'm sharing it on Zoom, so you should be able, like, are you able to see the shared window on Zoom?
There's a shared, but it's all gray. And for a second I saw it.
Okay, let me see. Let me try something. I'm gonna try.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, so you see me now. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna get out of there.
Subscribe to our channel.
Do you hear that?
Oh, I got it now. Mm-hmm.
Oh, amazing.
Now I do.
We solved it. Okay. So, and by the way, if you have any questions for Mike, hit up chat, and I'm happy to relay that to him. But we're gonna play this episode and just do a little live commentary action. So feel free to talk over it. Whatever memories pop into your head, kind of thing. But this is the episode in the third season where we're getting towards the finale, and we got to level up Link quite a bit here. And so he's got to, he's got to eat some crow. Him and the old man had a kind of a falling out, and so he's got to go back to his mentor and find a way to reconnect to get him across the finish line. So here we go. This is episode 18 of Legend Neil.
I'm gonna eat your friends.
Oh wait, maybe I should put it on screen for them. Hold on. See, Mike, I told you I was not good at technical stuff.
No, you're doing it.
You gotta see these people that are streamers are like, they are, they're
They got it
their own
down.
techs. Yeah, it's like amazing, and I'm slowly but surely getting there. I blame
This is helping us when we're all separate and in like little vehicles that are constantly roaming around because we don't inhabit homes anymore, and we have to know how to do all of our own tech.
Totally.
So this is what's getting us ready.
So this is like me, survival skills for me is basically what you're saying. Because someday we'll all have to stream ourselves in order to stay alive in the post.
To exist.
Yeah, to exist. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is episode 18. Maybe it is. Oh, come on. Work for me, baby. Work.
Friends.
Previously on The Legend of Neil. So Old Man and Neil are at the crossroads.
I'm done with the mentor business.
And lately, Neil's been outmatched by Ganon's minions. He doesn't have the proper training.
Oh shit, did we not train you? Did we? It's a 3-day course.
And now he's alone, with no shield and no friends. Poor baby.
Oh, this is that's right. In the third season, we did different intros with various artists, and so this is Garfunkel and Oates, Kate Micucci, and Ricky Lindholm.
Then he asphyxiated himself with a Nintendo game controller,
rendition.
and that somehow transported him into the game.
What I remember, yeah, they're great. What I remember about this is like the 3-day training course that happens, and that's what the whole episode is. I believe it was an improv you threw in there in that second episode.
Yeah, I think so.
Old man, you there?
You were like,
Old man,
you're like, oh, you didn't,
right now.
you didn't take the
really?
course with us. You didn't train.
Why,
You did
I
the
just
3-day
heard you
training
say
course,
that?
and I was like, that's so funny. And so then we did this so much, where we like, we basically would take people's improvs and then like weave it into the story,
to specific questions,
and blow it up.
Old man isn't here right
and have it be a
Please
big
leave
piece
your name
of the story where you're like,
after the beat.
I just love that. I don't know. I just love like what seemed like a throwaway line actually was super important to the show.
Oh my. You're gonna have to
I
pay
remember
for
that part.
Yeah, fine, whatever.
Can't you see I'm in the middle of standing practice?
Okay.
People do it.
No, that's fine.
Don't look at me like that.
Am I practicing standing now too then?
Well, I don't know, are you?
Old man.
I've been thinking, and I think that I need...
Oh, what's that? You need?
Come on, you know what.
What do you need?
I need your...
Starts with an H. Sound it out.
help.
Like a baby needs a bottle, right? My help is the bottle you want to suck on my head.
I don't want to suck on anything. I would just like your help.
And
I'm
You want to
sorry
suck on my
for
help.
quitting.
And-
That I believe was also improv.
And I was a queefy, flappy nipple douche twat.
And
I don't know. And
Like-
what else? I don't know what else I could say.
that
Mike,
you love me.
you were a
Seriously?
nightmare to
For
our
realsies.
editors.
Fine.
Oh, I bet.
Because we would,
I love you.
For
no two
realsies.
takes were ever the
realsies.
same.
Now you're not going to beat Ganon with only 8 hearts.
And
you're gonna
it
finally
was
have
like,
to start listening
what?
to me.
I know. I know.
What do we choose? There's too much.
You're gonna need
like this scene itself could be like 20
3D
minutes long if we
Fine.
let it all
right,
roll.
yes, let's do this.
But it's not
You
going to
have
be
to
easy,
cut so many
all right?
babies in the
It's
end.
not going to be like something you can just
like doing it that way.
montage your way
Oh,
through.
I love it that way. It makes it fun on set. It just
All right, no.
Yeah.
Well,
it makes the
no,
process of creating it fun.
Light.
I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit so they can hear us.
Body,
Yeah.
cross and
So here we go. Here's some of Mike's dancing skills.
You didn't do any of that.
All the choreography from Mike Rose himself.
Concentrate.
This is so dumb.
That's a Zol.
Wrong. More of a rhythmic. No. Okay. Watch.
I think all my years of,
Get behind it. It's
you know,
this and that.
dominant dance teachers who basically just yell at you.
What is that? What does it do?
It burns and
You channeled all your
I sent it.
It's a lever.
all of that madness into
And kill
into
the
this
person.
character.
Okay. Are you really killing the person? Yeah. Don't just
Are you
know
really
that.
killing the person?
Be the item.
That doesn't make any sense.
And then egregious crotch
Put your
shots.
hands on my hips. Feel what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Susie and Sally, naked in the alley. Eat up. That's a magic heart cookie. I painted it. How many times did they
That's how you teach someone.
2, 3, 4.
Susie and Sally naked in the alley. You gotta do all the double dutch and
Nick, pull out your dick.
Nick, pull out your dick.
All right, let's do it again.
That is a peahat. I got that one right.
It's force of habit.
Oh, look at these special effects. They still hold up.
I love those
They
guys.
still hold up.
With bomb and boomerang at the same time. And it lights rooms.
Avatar, eat your heart out. Oh, none of that was sped up footage. That's all Tony. That's not true. That was very
You should
sped up.
cut these up in pieces and put them on
And then just more crotch shots.
TikTok.
I know. I gotta get good at TikTok, Mike. Are you on
I don't-
TikTok?
No, people tell me to do the same thing.
People tell me to do the TikTok, and I'm like, yeah, I don't. Just, do I have to? Can I be too old for that? Am I allowed to be too old for the TikTok, or do I have to be too old for the next thing and still do TikTok?
I think eventually we'll both be on it and we'll go, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, now we get it. Okay, let's do it. We'll do it together. Yeah, that was. That was a crazy couple days of shooting.
Dance.
Out in the
You're ready.
out in the beach.
Ready?
We shot that really quick.
Sweet.
The beach was quick.
We're like, let's just meet at the beach and get this done.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like super small crew that day. It was like maybe 3 of us or something because we didn't have permits or anything. I think we just went in. Like, let's just go steal this.
The graveyard of living nightmares.
Jesus, what's there?
Living nightmares. Yeah, well, it's in the name, so I think it's self-explanatory.
No, it is. You're right.
You certainly wouldn't find cups there. Or no, you find cups at the Den of Cups.
You'd find cups at the Den of Cups. So just a funny dumb thing about that is that I think Tony and I almost wrote this whole scene that happened at the Den of Cups because of that.
Oh my god, that would have been funny.
We were like, oh, we got to bring back Chris Fairbanks, who plays the storekeeper in an earlier episode, and have him run the Den of Cups is what we really wanted to do.
Everything, candle, boomerang, right?
Oh, and this is your emotional moment. This is your big.
And you're all set
We
on
were going for a streamy here.
Woods, northwest, southwest.
Yeah.
I got it.
Well, then great. I guess you're all. I guess you're ready to go.
I get sad here.
Yeah. It gets real. It gets real.
Allergies.
Allergies.
Hey, old man.
Oh yes. What's up?
Thanks for everything.
The power is within you. It always has been.
That's the lesson of the
Name's
show.
actually Neil. I know you know this.
That's the moral.
Some things you gotta learn on your own, I suppose. Poof. Oh wow, it worked that time.
You did it that time.
Nice. I know. I told you I could do it.
There, we'll end there. That's all the mic. That's all the mic there is. So you don't need to see any more than that. So fun. I wish we could just go back in time.
That really was so fun shooting those and just that everything we shot in that specific cave space.
Yeah.
Is that what was the part where I said let's walk and talk?
Let's walk and talk.
Like I was like, he wanted to ask more questions, and I'm like, okay, but I have to go. Let's walk and talk. Or something like, oh, we were going. I was like, I'm going to lunch. Let's walk. Can we walk and talk? That was something I remember.
That might have been. I'm sure that was improvised too. That cave sequence was actually the first time we had a set for the cave. I think, as opposed to being at our friend's house and just like taking up a picture window or whatever wall.
That was in Frogtown, right?
That was, I think. No, that was second season. That's right. We did have a set second season of Frogtown. This one was in. I think this was in that church.
The church? Oh, okay.
Yeah, where we made the set, like the cave set church there, because that's where we also had the big finale in that as well. But yeah, we had like actual room. We were shooting with a steady cam, because we it wasn't big money at all. I think it was like maybe $250,000 for the entire third season.
That's awesome.
Which, for us at the time was like so much money. And I realized that, we probably could have gotten like triple that from Comedy Central if we had just negotiated better. Instead of being like, wow.
Yeah, same with me. I was like, this much? Okay, that's a lot.
I was like, I can pay myself almost $1,500 an episode now. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Totally suckered myself. But look at everybody in here is like, please make more Legend of Neil. You clearly have so many ideas, like the Den of Cups. Yeah, we'll make one that just all takes place at the Den of Cups. Legend of Neil 2, please. I mean, look, never say never. But
there's a new Zelda, right? So
there's always a new Zelda. So you could always, maybe we'll like do a, Kickstarter, see if people actually really want to put their money where their mouth is and generate some excitement and do something. I would love to. But I'm also busy trying to write new stuff, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you know how that is. I actually kind of want to talk to you about like what you got going on now. Post Legend of Neil. Now that's finally in your rear view. What kind of stuff are you working on now?
Just been writing. I'm one thing I'm trying to write is basically something about a gay guy learning about him having a trauma disorder, because like I said, I didn't know about it until I knew about it, and I wish someone had known about it, and that's why I talk about it a lot. So like, friends of mine who have learned about it through me and realize they deal with it too. So I basically want to create a show where a guy realizes he has this specific trauma disorder, and then later on realizes he's on the autism spectrum.
Nice. And so there's a pilot you're working on now?
Mm-hmm. Trying to get it together. And then I have other couple things, some like something to do with like being Latino and assimilation. And I'm trying to make I'm writing something with a friend sort of based on kind of my mom and what it was like being a Chicana woman at that time, and what, a Chicana woman had to do. Basically, they had to like smile and be pretty and assimilate really hard in order to.
When did your parents? Because you're first gen, right? Like they were immigrants.
No. I'm second generation, and and some of my grandparents on my mom's side came here from Mexico, and some of my mom's siblings were born in Mexico, and then she and some other siblings were born here. But my mom was like this, unlike anyone in the family. She kind of just wanted more and pursued things, and had her own business. She had a balloon sculpture business and a gift basket business, all while having the same, working for the state her whole life.
Yeah.
And she was big hair, little skirts, high heels, and sweet. Oh my God, and that's how she did it.
Yeah.
So I'm making something and writing it with a friend, Steph. It's called Leticia, I think she's white now. And it's about sort of a young woman doing that and how difficult it is from every angle.
I love that. I would love to read that, Mike, when you're ready. I really would. We're developing a bunch of stuff in the space. Like for me, I think this pandemic sort of put effing funny and my whole team in a place of like, okay, well, we can't produce like we normally do anymore. Production is like basically done. So we'll work on development, but also like maybe we spend the time like figuring out our company valuing. Like what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like it's definitely learning.
Why are we doing it? Because like you get into a rhythm. Sorry to interrupt, but
no.
I just want to finish this one point, which is like you get into a rhythm, and I think you probably will empathize with this, like where you are just chasing you're chasing the yes so hard that because it's so hard to get and to sustain a lifestyle, and then especially if you, I think, start raising a family and all that stuff, it's like it becomes like, oh shit, now the hourglass has been flipped and you gotta fucking move. And it's easy to forget the why. Like, why are you doing this? Because you're just like hunting for anyone to validate and throw you some cash to make something. And so this sort of forced us to do that. I mean, we're just like, look, let's take a beat to think about why we want to make stuff. And we just kept coming back to as a sort of South Asian led company. Myself and my head of development is also South Asian, I mean, Jeff is our head of production. He's full on Jersey white dude, but he's got the biggest heart ever as a Jersey white dude. You know, we were just like, look, we want to tell stories that just that don't get the light of day. We want to tell stories that serve communities that, you know, aren't in the mainstream, because we never got to see ourselves in the mainstream. So I'm so excited that you're writing this, you know, both of these shows, honestly. But you know, the story about your mother sounds amazing. Yeah. So look, I know everybody's in chat being like, I want to fund more Legend of Neil, and that's all well and good. I mean, again, I would love to get Mike back in that ridiculous outfit and for us to play around. But I also think it's these stories that are really gonna make impact in this next generation. How is the creative? Sorry, go ahead.
There's room for other things that aren't like, you
heavy,
know,
right?
Heavy and like important. And I think, you know, everything I make is still going to be comedy. It's just, I now feel like sometimes I was like, why does anyone want to see this idea? Like, what am I selling when I try to get someone on board with this? Like, and it sort of made it difficult for me to like push forward and like double down on something if I'm going to commit to trying to make something happen. So stories that are about trauma, Latinx stories, you know, stories about LGBT stories, and also trauma is like a big thing. I feel compelled to tell this story because it's, people need to hear about it, and what we can learn from it, and how trauma, especially childhood trauma, is adverse childhood experiences are at the root of so many ills that happen down the line. Because
sorry, go ahead.
Go on.
I was just gonna say that I think it's just it's still possible to make these shows that are about these heavy topics like very entertaining,
yes,
and consumable, and you know, a joy to watch, and still and have that deeper, you know, catharsis that you gain from being able to, like BoJack Horseman, great example of like a really, really silly show that's like really dives into depression in a way that is super cathartic to watch.
Well, because it's just everywhere now, and it can't be like, depression. It has to be like depression, like heart, like your blood pressure and heart health. Depression and our mental health is directly related to our physical health. It's, you know, cancer is like, you know, I think of the years my mom spent, you know, dealing with certain things, and like a lifetime of stress hormones making tumors in your body. It's just like it really is, if we can get a hold and get in front of trauma and make it something that's not like for only certain people to hear about and think about, but really everyone, especially now that we've all gone through the trauma of a pandemic, you know, everyone has experienced something.
Yep.
And in a lot of ways it was chronic and inescapable for a year at least. So people, it has to be more mainstream, and I think it will be, mental health in general. Yeah.
Yeah, folks are being like, "Oh, Mike, I love this. It's, you know, when can we watch? When we can watch your pilot?" Ice Wolf is asking. It's a long process, Ice Wolf. Let me tell you, a lot of gatekeepers, but it's important that this stuff, you know, that you push to keep writing and take that shot, because these stories do, I think, really need to be told. Sir Musalot says, "Hey, more Legend of Neil will help me forget my trauma," and I think, yeah. Go ahead.
I love, you know, there's something doesn't have to be profound but then it's profound if it's giving you joy and giving you a break from, you know, not everything has. I love watching light things right now because it's so nice, and I love, you know,
that's why Ted Lasso was like my favorite show of.
I haven't seen it yet. I gotta watch it.
Oh my gosh, what's the light things that you're watching?
What am I watching? Well, I don't know. Sometimes I don't watch light things. I like
The Arrival.
I watched Homeland again. I love Homeland.
That's not light, Mike.
You're like, not light, but what I like
get
about
real
it,
breezy and I you know, make a margarita and just kick back with some Homeland.
I watch I Love Lucy a lot. That's something I
nice.
just kind of put on all the time. Frasier, I just put on Frasier. It's
Frasier.
so light. It's
Oh,
like,
man.
oh, I feel safe.
It's comfy. Yeah.
It's comfy.
I think you'd
What else
love
do I
Ted
love?
Lasso. I know you were just saying you're not watching new things, but Ted Lasso is like, it just feels like your heart's in a hammock, you know,
Mhm.
in that show. But it's also great. It also deals with like, you know, it gets real about divorce and some other interesting things. But it's so funny, and he's such a positive, uplifting character that it really is like, it makes you feel optimistic somehow coming
That's
out
great.
of that. So I'm looking to produce stuff like that too. Yeah, I think it's important to have light fare.
Mhm.
You know, can't be all leafy greens.
Oh, well, Drag Race. Drag Race keeps me going too.
Oh, Drag Race, yeah. I haven't watched. I need to get. Everybody keeps telling me I gotta watch Drag Race.
You'll love it. I mean, I think people may think it's a certain thing and only for certain people, but like it's
No, I know it's not that.
highly entertaining.
I know it's not that, and you know, yeah, a lot of my friends are just over the moon about it, and they had viewing parties and stuff back when we were allowed to gather in that way. So
Yeah.
Tell me about the writing process for you. Like what gets you motivated? Do you have to like wine and dine yourself a little bit to sit down and write, or do you like regiment your day? Like how do you get down and dirty and actually get words on the page?
Well, I've been learning more and more about that in my process. I always felt like I was writing under duress. If it was me writing by myself, it was like, oh God, sit yourself down. So I learned different things, like, you know, note cards are really helpful. The thing about someone learning about their trauma, and for now I'm calling it cray because it's like crazy gay guy. Because I think in many situations of my life, someone has seen me as a crazy gay guy. And there's also that trope of overdramatic gay guy, just like angry black woman syndrome. There's like, you know, another way we're not taken seriously or minimized. And I experienced that a lot. You know, looking back, it was like, I didn't actively see that being, you know, young, you know, brown and gay was a hurdle, but looking back, I'm like, oh yeah, like I think an extra layer of, you know, looking at me was there. And
even if it's not even necessarily negative, it's like even just like, oh, that's cute, or I feel like I got a lot of that as like a little,
of course, a
short brown dude. They're just like, you know, from a quote unquote model minority or whatever. You're just like, oh, that's
exactly.
It's just it's like more dismissive, a more dismissive attitude than necessarily something that's overtly. And by the way, there is still that too, where people are, you know, overtly shitty. But anyway, sorry, not to co-opt.
But
your
how
story.
that plays into no. So it's hard because it's sort of about my experience. I'm not making it me. I'm just making it someone like me who's had similar experiences. So that is one thing, because if I were to dare take on making it about me, that would be impossible. And also just, it may not be as entertaining. So that, and I just sort of come up with various moments in my life, and like the big task is making someone really understand what complex post-traumatic stress disorder is and what it looks like, and what it's mistaken for. It's most commonly misdiagnosed as bipolar.
Okay.
So that was a big thing I learned, and I spent years thinking, like, am I bipolar?
I was going to ask, were you
borderline? And
were you ever diagnosed as that, misdiagnosed as that, or? Okay.
But I was also not seeing people who were actively taking a good look and also listening to what I had to say. Like,
yeah,
I remember telling one therapist like stuff about my father, and he's like, well, yeah, but what did you do? And, you know, fathers are supposed to. And I was instantly like, what? So like in that moment, how impossible it would have been to get to any kind of diagnosis if I wasn't even being taken seriously. So that's a whole other, you know, thing, getting diagnosed with those things, because people don't know a lot about them. And just because someone's in that position does not mean they know all the information and the newest information. So the task is finding moments in my life where, that moment, that's where someone, if they witness that and they witness me, they would go, oh, that's what that's about. And lots of like crying in public scenes and lots of like, I don't know, the big emotions of it. And so that's kind of the task with that. But I do lots of note cards, and sometimes I used to think I needed to know what the pilot was, and I'm gonna write the pilot, but now it's just about what something's about in the big story and why it's relevant. And so like trauma, and that's very relevant now, and mental health, and how we call people crazy, and like that person's a crazy bitch, and that crazy person, and that person's sociopath. How our society is a very narrow idea of what's appropriate. And when we see things that we think are inappropriate, we immediately cast it off as they're bad, they're wrong, something's wrong with them. Instead of, oh, perhaps this person is experiencing this. And I think we're finally getting there, because more and more people are having to recognize they have issues with their mental health.
Yeah. That's all, I think, super helpful. I mean, like, you know, I guess bringing it back to the process of it all. And sorry, I got slightly distracted because in chat we're doing a giveaway. Okay, I should say this real quick. We're gonna do a giveaway for some Neil swag. So get in there. If you are on YouTube or Facebook, you'll need to jump into our Twitch. It's Effin Funny, to our twitch.tv/effnfunny, and we are giving away T-shirts and posters and signed posters. It's all stuff that I've been sitting on for quite some time, and I'm ready to give it to you, the fans and Neil. So get in here. Everybody's typing in #ThisCrapIsFree. That enters you into the giveaway, into our Twitch chat. Mikey, you can get in there too. Anybody can. So and then we'll pick a bunch of winners after we're done with our chat with Mike. So Mike, you know, like, what it sounds like you touched upon is purpose, in terms of helping you with your writing process. It's like you've really found, you know, the need to tell the stories instead of, you know, like you're trying to chase something else.
Yeah. Here's two guys in a pizza place, and then their landlord is really upset.
Yeah.
So like things like that. Like, how would I like?
The world needs to see that. Two guys in a pizza place, and you know, a reboot with Ryan Reynolds, I guess, or with Ryan Reynolds Jr. No, yeah,
extra work.
Yeah, you find purpose, and then it's almost like, all right, this story has to get out of me. It sounds a little bit like it's like you're serving the story and the cause more than it is like, you know, I just got to do this to get to this place in my career.
Yeah, because sometimes let me know if you feel the same way. Sometimes it's like, I'm doing something so frivolous. Like, there's something so frivolous about what we're doing.
If I don't feel that way, then I'm reminded by many family members that, like, what the hell are you doing?
And it is, and I love it, and I love that part of it. I love
it's play.
The frivolity.
People pay us to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And but when it comes to, like, if I'm gonna be mad, or if I'm gonna be like, I gotta sell this, like, I have to have something behind it for me to justify going, this is important. And and that's why.
Which, by the way, if it's important, when you get to that selling phase, and because ultimately, you know, in order to make something that has budgets of $1 million or millions of dollars rather, you're gonna need other folks to say yes. I mean, unless you are Elon Musk or something, or buddies. If you're a Musk, then please do let me know if you're a Musk, and donate to our cause on the Juneteenth, and subscribe to the channel. But like, unless you are able to self-finance this stuff, you need to convince a lot of people to come along with you on the ride, right? So it's much easier to do that when you are very passionate about the idea and you truly think it like needs to be a story that's told. And I think it's one of those things where you'll know it when you've hit upon that idea, because it'll feel rich to you, and like it sounds like what you're doing, which is tapping into a lot of like personal stories, obviously shape shifting them as you need to fit the whatever plots you're doing, and servicing the characters that you're developing in these new pilots. But a lot of a very full well to pull from, and it's easier to pitch with passion when you're telling those stories, I think.
For sure.
Mike, this has been wonderful. We're getting towards the end. What we'd like to do at the very end of this old thing is we do a little a lightning round.
Okay.
I didn't prepare you for this at all. It's called the Impossible Lightning Round. So we're gonna get to that shortly. Before we do, though, is there anything else you wanted to talk about while we have all these folks in here? Anything burning, pressing that you're like, I needed to tell Sandeep this for the last 10 years and I haven't been able to.
Oh, well, that I would do in private.
I'll DM you my address.
I don't know. I'm so glad people enjoy this. I mean, looking back, it was so much fun, constantly fun. And so I guess here is a moment where these moments can be fun, and it is possible that this can be a joy, and we can use our gifts to take care of ourselves and share things with the world. And I think that's why, if I wasn't enjoying it, if we weren't enjoying it, I don't think people would be enjoying it.
Yeah. I'm just scrubbing chat here real quick to make sure that if anybody had questions or whatever, that I got to them. There's mostly just people telling us that they really want more Legend of Neil, which is always I take it as such a compliment. And so for folks who think, because there's a couple people defending me, being like, you don't have to make it if you don't want to, and I appreciate that, and I totally know that, and I really do appreciate that you are protective in that way, but do know that I do take it as a total compliment. Pan and Scan Buddy says, "Witness me." Okay, we witnessed you. There you go. And Master Yoshi is saying, please don't ever feel you need to make more Neil, Sandeep. I'm 110% happy with the Legend Neil just the way it was. I know there's a part of you that also doesn't want to ruin it. Like, I feel like it was this like perfect little thing, and I know it wasn't the like whatever.
Unless you have some like
it's like
clear idea that motivates you to do it again.
Yeah.
Which you might. There could be.
There could be. It's just
if this came out during this time, I feel like it would have blown up more. So that's why I think like
maybe
putting clips on TikTok would really change it, because there's so much like nostalgia. Like my friend Sharon's like, you have to cut up Stop It and put it on TikTok. And I'm like, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it can't hurt to try. But I also, finding the time to do stuff is really tough when you have a child, company. These are tough things to pull off. I would love to do all this. Even if you guys that never make more Neil, I would still love and cherish the Legend Neil just the way it is. Yeah, thank you. And Frasier is super comfy. Agreed. Let's see. It's been over a decade since I first saw the series, and I still see fog outside and immediately think, yes, fog equals power. Thank you, Pizum Nooks. Appreciate that. The Legend of Neil, a Neil to the past. Legend of Neil, controller of time, uses game controller to asphyxiate himself to travel through time. Oh, that's interesting. Legend of Neil, Neil of the Wild. So this is someone just pitching ideas for future seasons. You guys, thank you all for jumping in and joining us for this fun retrospective. Mike, it was great to chat with you. We're gonna end this whole thing with and get ready for this really, again, expensive special effect CGI. We got the guys who did Avatar to make this for me. They're buddies, but they did charge me, like I said, about $4,000 to make these amazing segment cards. So,
yeah, those Avatar guys are only $4,000 now.
Yeah, and it was a discount. It was actually a Groupon.
Whatever you want.
It was a
whatever you want.
It was a Groupon, And yeah, anything you want, to your heart's content. 3D models, they don't care. Oh, Mike, I just got the Oculus Rift or the Oculus, Quest 2. The VR. Have you done the VR?
Yeah. I haven't done it yet. I want to do it.
Oh man, we got to get you on stream doing it. It's just so crazy. It feels like.
What are your settings? What does it come with? Like, what are you looking at?
I mean,
you're in like a space room or something.
You got a little headset thing on. You got hand controllers with triggers and stuff like that, and they become like your hands. And I know people want a VR Phasmo stream. Yeah, that would be amazing. And then you can play all sorts of games or whatever. There's this one game called Super Hot that I'm playing. That is absolutely insane. It's like basically slow motion. How do I describe this? It's basically the moment in the Matrix when he like slows down time and like bullets pass him and is able to dodge them. So it's like, imagine you're Neo. And so the whole game mechanic is that whenever you move an inch or slightly, the whole world around you moves ever so slightly. So the whole thing is moving at the speed that you're moving. So if you move fast, it all moves fast. If you move slow, it moves slow. And then like it's just like people jump out at you and are shooting at you, but it's all in super slow motion. So you're like slowly dodging a bullet that's coming this way, and then someone's shooting from over here. So you gotta like slowly.
Oh, I'd love that.
And then you're like, and like shooting over here. So it's this like yogic experience in VR. It's so fucking cool.
I would
and I
love
feel
that.
like it's the future. Maybe that would be the thing to do is like, let's do Legend of Neil VR.
Oh yeah, that would be the thing.
With like, because like when people talk to you in VR, it's like, they're just like right in your face, man. And then like the 360 audio, you can like whisper in somebody's ear and like it feels like they're whispering in your ear. It's crazy. It's really fun. Highly recommend. Okay, so I'm realizing right now that I'm really going out of my way to try to make this graphic thing work. That's so stupid. Sandeep, just let it go. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, no, I'm going to do it. Here we go. What's the game we're playing? Oh, we're going to play the Impossible. Just doing a quick update on the VFX here. All right, ready for this? We're going to play with Mike Rose the Impossible Lightning Round. Pew, 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 pew. Did you hear those sound effects? We had the same people that did the Sound of Metal, the Academy Award winning sound designers did the sound effects for that.
Have you heard my joke where I say I did dubbing? I do voice dubbing for Sandra Bullock and on what was that movie where she's in space?
Gravity.
I do this joke where I say I'm her voice match, and I did all of her like Foley and ADR, and I just get close to the mic and I go, oh, I'm in space. I'm in space. Oh, I'm in space.
They use that one a lot. I'm in space. She does say that many, many times throughout the film, because they weren't sure that the VFX were going to work, so they just had to keep, making sure people got it. Like
tell, don't show.
Tell, don't show. That's the best one. If you take anything from this chat, as writing advice, just tell, don't show. Mike, that is such a crutch for me as an improviser. I am always like, whenever I'm feeling a little panicked, I go right to like, well, we're in a pet shop, so like, just like that. Nobody talks like that. Don't say that.
Just tell us we're in a pet shop with your eyes.
Use space work. Like make them know that you're looking over hamster tunnels, trying to decide what to purchase. Okay. All right. Ready for the Impossible Lightning Round?
I'm ready.
Oh man, I'm really butchering this because I'm supposed to have a timer. Hold on. We're going to do it. All right, we're going to do it. It's fine. Mike, you don't have any place to be, do you?
No, we're good.
Oh, good. Great. See?
I
Okay. Hold on. 5 minutes is too long. You need two. Let's say 201. You get 201 to do the impossible lightning round. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
You'll see. It'll be very evident as to why this is the impossible lightning round pretty later on. Okay, here we go. Ready? And we're gonna start the timer now. You're on the clock. Okay. Question number 1. How are you, Mike Rose?
I'm okay.
No. You misinterpreted. How are you, Mike Rose?
Oh, how am I?
Yeah.
Mike
How are you, Mike Rose?
I with lots of practice.
Correct. Okay. Number 2. Explain religion.
Okay. So this we chose a mascot, and we just give our money to him, and then that means we're good.
That's correct. That's exactly right. Number 3. What happens after we die?
We get to rest. We get to sleep, and we get to travel.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's reincarnation is the correct answer. I'm so sorry. You were so close. Number 4, because the travel was close, but you didn't say
travel is close.
It was close. I'll give you half a point for that. Number 4, pretend you're meeting an alien life form. Describe the concept of love to them.
It's sort of like. Then it killed me.
No, I got it correct. Yeah. Number 5, what's a belief that you were sure of that you've since challenged?
Onions.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer is Elon Musk would make a great host on SNL. That's the correct answer. So you're doing pretty well so far. Number 6, what does success mean to you? You have 33 seconds.
It means riding dirty in one of those nice cars.
Correct. Number 7, what captivates you?
Sparkling things.
That's correct. Number 8, what's been your biggest challenge in life?
Oh gosh. Junk mail.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's actually this impossible lightning round that you're doing right now.
This,
so that's
okay.
Correct. Yep. You have 6 seconds now. What is the meaning of life?
Eat your dinner.
I'm
go
sorry,
to sleep.
that's incorrect. It's the 1983 Monty Python film. And number 10, what are some words to live by? And you can take all the time you need actually for this one.
Words to live by. Rethink it in the morning. That's it.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, give it a rest for a second and rethink it.
You don't have to have an opinion until tomorrow in the morning, maybe.
I love that. That is the correct answer.
Yes.
I believe you scored, I think it was 6.5. Yeah, okay. It was 6.5. That's actually our high score.
Really?
Yeah, 6 was the previous. Yeah, so you know, because you got the half point on reincarnation. So congratulations, you are a current board leader. Now there's only one other person that did the impossible lightning round.
Who was it?
It was Barrick Hardley.
Oh, I don't know him, but it sounds like I won.
Yeah, no, you just by virtue of his name, you won. Mike Rose, it's been an absolute pleasure to see you. I wish this was in person.
So good to see you. Well, we'll see each other soon. I got vaccinated.
So. Oh yeah, that's right. You got the Moderna. You got your second shot. You're good. Actually, tomorrow's my 2 weeks after the second shot, so I'll be 100% tomorrow. Everybody, get your vaccine if you are healthy enough to do so. If it's not like a thing you're allergic or something, please get your vaccine so that we can get back to normal. You're a treasure. You're an American treasure. You're a global treasure. And I love me some Mike Rose. It was great to see you.
I love Sundeep.
Let's play some more sometime soon. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody in chat too. We're gonna do as soon as we say goodbye. Oh, we got some cheers. Thank you so much, Moral. Oh, is that a Moral Doll? That's very kind of you, for the support there. Really appreciate that. We're gonna say goodbye to Mike Rose. Anything you want to say to chat before you go?
I don't know. Thanks for everything.
How about like where they can follow you? We should do that.
I mean, my like Instagram's private, so if you want to request.
I love it.
Good luck
Yeah, good luck. Good luck trying to find Mike Rose. You can't. He'll be on TikTok someday. Right?
I'll be on TikTok someday. Yes, someday you'll find me on TikTok. When I'm on TikTok, then anyone can follow me on TikTok.
Okay, fair enough. All right,
Are
Mike.
there private TikToks?
What's that?
Can you have a private TikTok?
I have no idea. Maybe.
I'm on Clubhouse.
Oh, you're on Clubhouse?
Yeah.
What's your name on Clubhouse?
I believe it's the Mike Rose or Mike Rose.
Okay, so if you're on the
One of those.
Clubhouse,
Yeah,
if you
Clubhouse.
if you were lucky enough to get an invite, follow Mike Rose on Clubhouse. Do you Clubhouse a lot?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Like
Sometimes I'll join the conversation.
Because I feel like there's some improv-ness that you could do in that format.
Oh yeah, I'd like to explore that. Some people do some like cool comedy things on it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, man. I'm gonna let you go as our guest, and I'm gonna do these giveaways and then let myself go. So,
Okay.
Adios, my friend.
Bye.
Much love. Mike Rose, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Rose. And I'm going to transition into a one-shot. Oh, how do you like this point? Look at this. A little double. Okay, I can kind of kiss myself, I think, if I line it up right. Kind of. I actually don't. Oh, I guess it's reversed and punched in. I was like, I don't have two cameras, so why is it doing that? All right, let's go here. Oh, how about it just me and you, chat? Chat, you're now on screen. Don't ever do that again, says Anna. Don't tell me what to do, Anna. You don't know what the people want. The people want this. People want me to interview myself. Look at this. The shirt still kind of barely fits me. It's like a little tight. Look at that. Really hugs the nips there. Hugs the nips. I hope you enjoyed the chat with Mike Rose. It was really fun. See, the people do want this. Sorry. You're already getting outvoted in chat, Anand. I want the free crap. It's time to do the free crap. If you haven't, I'm going to let you guys get in right now. Last second, if you want to. Hashtag this crap is free if you want into this giveaway. I'm going to give away, let's see. I'm going to give away like a bunch of shit right now. Let's do a lot of them. Oh, by the way, this is maybe the unfortunate part for some people. If you are not in the United States of America, then I will not ship to you because that will break my bank. And so we're just going to ship to folks in the U.S. I suppose if you want to pay for shipping, we can try to arrange that. But that just seems like hard. So mostly we're just going to be shipping to the U.S. All right, so A Shift, are you or D-Man, if you're running it, let's pull the first name. Yeah, cross-border shipping is stupid expensive. It's just dumb. We're going to give away a t-shirt for this first name, okay? T-shirt. And I'll try to match your size as best I can. But most likely, we have extra larges. We've got extra larges. We've got, I think we have smalls. I'm not sure. I got to see. I'll dig in there. But we'll give it to you. Okay. Ben Lowe. Drawn from the giveaway. Ben Lowe. Well, congratulations. You just won a t-shirt. Hopefully you're still, let's do like 5 t-shirts right now. Let's give away 5 t-shirts. Yeah, we'll give you the bigger one and you guys will just fatten yourselves up and just consume carbs and fit in, or bulk yourselves up. Whatever you need to do. Game Jumper X. Congratulations to Game Jumper X. Please say hello in chat if you're there so that we know that we can get in touch with you. And we would love for you. Please whisper us, our mods, your size, or you can drop your size in there. D-Man, it would be great. D-Man, are you able to keep track of everybody for me? Would be good. And I need a channel point redemption to show the chair. Yeah, you know what? I gotta work on the channel point thing. I'm gonna do that. Okay, A Shift's gonna get it. Awesome. So yeah, get the info over to A Shift in our chat. And like I said, if you're still watching us in YouTube or Facebook, get on over to our Twitch. And get in our Discord too. Oh, I'm gonna run a Discord giveaway thing. So here's. Did we do another one? MD Long 2, congratulations. Oh, there's Game Jumper. Congratulations to both of you. Akimbo Banana, Bam. I like that. Akimbo banana. So it's a banana with its arms out. I get it. I dropped our Discord into chat, I think. I'm doing this weird, like, triple chat where it's chatting to YouTube and here. But join our Discord. I'm going to give away some stuff on Discord, too. So get in there and join our Discord. Let's see. Who else did we give away to? Did I miss somebody? Master Yoshi, I super appreciate you evangelizing the cult of Legend of Neil. I appreciate that. Oh, A-Shift just won? Amazing. Congratulations, A-Shift. You deserve it. Make sure you give yourself your info. That's important. Ice Wolf, you don't see a Whispers thing. What you do is, oh God, I'm like the worst. If you click on the person's name to whisper to, like A-Shift or, our D-Man or our mods, and I do A-Shift. It looks like A-Shift's the one gathering the intel. It should give you the option to whisper to them when you click on their names. It says it right next to add friend. Let's see here. Oh, Aaron, dude, good to see you. Holy cow. It's been a million years. I hope you are well. Thanks for jumping in. So what is that? Was that the 5 t-shirts? Did I do the 5? I think I did the 5. Okay, this next one, we're going to do it on Discord. And here's how we're going to do it. I know I'm throwing everybody a curveball. I'm going to give away 10 posters signed by me on Discord. And what you're going to do is you go to our Discord, join it, go to the Legend of Neil fan club channel, and type in #murdercookie. Okay, and then the inscription that you want me to write on the on your poster. And again, you have to be in the US for me to ship it to you. No, not in the channel that doesn't exist, because that channel doesn't exist, Mr. Age Raven. Okay? Do not, under no circumstances, use the channel that doesn't exist, because it's a logical conundrum and could lead to the disintegration of space-time as we know it. So please do not use that one, but do go to the #Legend of Neil fan club, Legend of Neil fan club channel, type in #murdercookie and your inscription, and the first 10 people to do that will get a poster signed by me, and if I'm enterprising enough and can find a way to get Mike Rose to sign them, I will do that for you as well, but I will not promise that. That is based solely on if I have time to do that shit. These posters are dope. Where's the Mike Rose poster? Hold on. Where did I put it? How does a poster disappear? Oh, here we go. This is the Mike Rose poster, or the old man poster. Look at them abs. Look at them abs. So please, join us on Discord. And then, even if you don't win the poster, just join us on Discord anyway. Okay, let's do another giveaway here. Let's give away the grand prize, which is going to be a signed by the full cast poster. This is our DVD cover art created by Greg Aronowitz, our incredible production designer for season 3. He painted this himself. I mean, not this print, obviously, but and it's signed by the entire cast. Okay? So I hope, Master Yoshi, you're just gonna have to win it, buddy. Yeah, there you go. It's got it's got Felicia up here, Mike Rose, Tony Janning. Who's that? I guess that's Erica Costa. Oh, Angie Hill, and me, and Scott Chernoff. Yeah, it's got Scott Chernoff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, glorious. me now? My audio cut out? Should be back. Hello. Yeah. My stupid mic cord is loose. You guys. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah, I think, do we pull a winner? Let's pull a winner for this, did we do it and I missed it? It's possible. Drum roll. We need like a long drum roll. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, Demon. Pull it here. Let's pull the winner of the signed poster here. Yes. Everybody get in there. Need an in-chat drum roll. That sounded like a fan. What the? That was a drum roll. That was a perfect drum roll. Was that a drum roll? Who won? Oh no, Anand Shah won? No, employees can't win that shit. Get out of here. Anand Shah can't win that. Pull someone else. Anand, if you actually really want that, I will give it to you, but I want Fan to win that. Okay? Pull someone else. Oh my god, and Master Yoshi, you won it! Holy shit! You called your shot. Master Yoshi's in here saying, I'm a true fan, give it to me. And then bam! Master Yoshi is the winner. Yes, we are going to save for the fans, absolutely. I wouldn't dare let Anand Shah and his grubby, same type of Indian as me pause on that thing, man. No way. Congrats to I'm so happy you won. I'm so happy you won it. You wanted it so bad. Are you still in? You better be freaking out. You better be so overwhelmed that you can't even type in chat that you're in Canada. What did I say? Oh my gosh, you're killing me, man. Listen. Yeah, okay, good. You'll pay for the shipping? Okay, great. We'll send it to you. We'll definitely send it to you. And fuck it, Master Yoshi, because you're you, I'm going to throw in a t-shirt because I think the shipping cost will be the same. So I'll throw in a t-shirt and so get your size over to us as well. Okay. All you Legendary lovers, we're doing this again the next 2 weeks. Next week we got Tony Janning, Neil himself, and maybe a surprise guest is going to join that one. Okay? That could be kind of fun. It'll be super fun. Not kinda. It'll be really fun. And then the week that follows, maybe you've heard of her, Felicia Day. I believe is how she pronounces her name now. Felicia Day will be joining us. A little one-on-one action. That is May 25th. So get in on that. We'll do more giveaways. And yeah, look at Anand. Look at Anand. What a good company, man. Do us a favor and invite a guest for next week's show. Yeah, everybody invite a guest. It's a mandatory +1 show. Let's see these numbers explode. It'd be really fun. It is already fun. This is great. I'm having a blast revisiting the show. I hope you guys are too. I'd say next week, if there's an episode that you particularly want us to voice over and talk about, jump into the Legend Neil fan club on Discord. I'm gonna drop it in the chat again. Jump into that Discord and let us know. Let us know anything. I know you want more Legend Neil, but aside from me shooting an entire new show, which you can tell me that too, but if there's anything that you want out of these live streams that you want to see more of or whatever, we're open to suggestions and interested in hearing from you guys because we want to make this community be, we want it to feel like pancake smell. And Harasoda, thank you for reminding me of that. That's what we want, which is just comfy, sweet, warm, delicious, sexy, hilarious, strong, well endowed, buttery. That's what we want for this. So get in on that Discord community. Let us know what you're interested in, and we'll play there. We'll continue the conversation on Discord. Oh my god, I'm one of those people that says that out loud. Okay, next time I stream is what? What's today? Tuesday. I might try to get some No Pixel in this week, which is the GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto 5 role-playing server that I'm in. I'm gonna try to get at least one of those in this week. Those happen at night sometime, randomly, whenever I can manage it with the wife and the kid. But Sunday, the guild is gonna be back up and streaming again. We'll probably be playing Among Us. And so if you're a fan of the guild, all the guild now streams. You can follow them all and join us on Sundays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Among Us and other games for most of the year. Thank you for the follow. Mahoskiso. Thank you for the follow. What was I saying? Sunday. Oh yeah, the guild, we play together and everybody streams, follow them. Oh, and then the last Sunday of every month we play D&D together, which is usually a raunchy shit show and it's super fun. Join us for that. Not a pancake fan, but waffles, those are great. Yeah, I mean, look, even if you're not a pancake fan, you're still a fan of how pancakes smell. You cannot convince me that you don't love how pancakes smell, even if you don't like how they taste. All right, everybody. I'm going to get back to my boring life and leave you all, my entertaining, fun people, and shoot you over to, let's see, who do we want to raid? Let's raid one of our community members. Let's raid, be great to, I wish there was a way to see who's streaming. Like that's in chat, and then like pick them as a surprise. That would be fun. I don't know if there's a way to do that, but anyway. No, thank you for all that I do, Michael Wolf. Oh, is your name Michael? And you go Michael Wolf. I like that. Robin is streaming now. Oh yeah, okay. I wanna listen. I've raided Robin a bunch. I'm gonna raid. Here, I'm gonna raid our friend Fish. Fish is one of our community members. She's awesome. Give her some love. Let her know that she smells like pancakes, okay? Tell her that she smells like pancakes. And, yeah, and that you're hungry or something. I don't know. You can riff off of that. Bye, my friends. Thank you so much for all the follows. I super appreciate it. And the subs and the cheers and what else and all that business. Bye-bye.